Good morning. Happy Thursday. Can you believe it's July 16th? Wow, we've been doing this since mid-March, almost mid-March. So March, April, May, June, July, 4 months of shelter in place, which has now become, here in California, they've kicked it back up again, which is the right thing to do. So please cover your face, your darling, sweet smile, cover your face. Stay 6 feet away, 6 feet, 6 feet, and wash your hands. My goodness, we have to tell people to wash their hands. That's kind of almost, I don't know what to say about that. But I was brought up that way. Come in to the house, wash your hands, first thing. But, it's not just about you. I'm going to pontificate just a little. I don't think I have to any of you, but it's not just about you or how you feel, whether this is just a flu or it is a pandemic or it's this or that. Take the political out of it and listen to the facts, please, the scientific facts. This isn't just a flu. This is something really serious. As one expert said, we can believe what we believe, but the flu is the flu. The pandemic is the pandemic. COVID is COVID. Okay, so please take care of yourselves. And by doing so, you'll take care of everyone and your loved ones and your community. Okay, enough of that. It's Thursday, and wow, we're getting June gloom in July here this morning, although it clears up. So it's sort of hot chocolate, have another cup of coffee kind of day, but we're not going to. We're going to stretch, and I'm going to just change this a little. So if you can see how I've set up, and can you see in the background, way back there, see, there's this, if you look way, way back, see sitting that little head? That's Kitty. Yeah, he's taking a Shavasana. Now we are going to start, as I love to start, in something restorative and kind of, so we can kind of take a deep breath. And maybe you have a very busy weekend. Maybe you don't. I don't, but I have a lot. I have a lot to do, but it's all out of the house. And maybe clean out those drawers again. What do you think? So I'm going to lie with my legs over the bolster and just a little support under my neck. You can lie. No, you know what? I want you to do this too. So use something under your knees. Okay, and we'll go from there. If you still haven't gotten a bolster, I encourage you to order one. A great site is called huggermugger.com. Okay, that shape is really good too, sort of that ovalish shape. Okay, and then something under your neck, a rolled towel or blanket, but just enough to support. See, your neck has a natural curve. Can you see? It's a curve, not flat. So when you lie back, you roll it so it supports the curve, and you rest on the base of the skull, and then your shoulders can relax. Now, some of us have really tight shoulders, but that's why we do that, so they can start to expand again across the collarbone and the heart. Okay, so we're going to lie down for a few minutes. You might already be there. That's okay. And we'll do some stretching from there. So please have a strap in case I decide to use one, and have a block too. Now on Tuesday, if you missed, we did tennis ball therapy, and that is delightful. So if you missed it, please feel free to go back to Tuesday's session. Okay? All right, so we shall begin in a nice, relaxing, reclining, prone, we call it prone, supine position. Okay? Let's go. I had something on because it's kind of chilly this morning, but now I can get rid of it so you can see me. And let's start. Okay. So just always take your time. Okay. And I guess maybe during this whole pandemic, and many of you, us, well, not just you, but me, have had our activity level reduced. And actually mine hasn't been reduced too much except social. I work out of the house a lot. And of course, now I'm teaching out of the house. But a lot of times for people, this is very challenging. So it's a good opportunity to self reflect. Okay. So when you go to lie back, keep your feet grounded and your knees bent. Okay. So you don't stress your back. As you exhale, feel how your navel starts to hug and exhale. This protects your core and low back. And I'm going to ease back and just kind of adjust and see how let me move this out of your way. I only have a roll. I'm going to stretch my legs out because it feels so good. A roll under my neck. This is really important. It's not a pillow. You're not lying down to take a nap, although some of you might drift off. Okay, and then stretch out. Maybe take a few nice deep breaths. Oh, when I do that, I have to yawn. Do you yawning too? Feels good. Okay, and that's okay to yawn. And then just let everything go. Why does this always feel so great? It's wonderful. So the bolster or whatever is under your knees, okay? Your hips are totally grounded. Your shoulders are grounded, see? And I'm supporting my neck. So that my gaze, the position of my head, my gaze is up or slightly forward, okay? I'm going to take a nice deep exhale through the nostrils. Remember, only breathe through the nose, nostrils, nasal breathing. And another nice long exhale. Feel how everything just feels like it's just softening. And we're going to be here a couple of minutes. You've probably already been there. I'm going to time it. Thank you for joining me. If you're there, let me know if you have questions. Okay, I'm going to time this. So close your eyes. Feel the ebb and flow of the breath. So remember, we want the breath, the prana, the life force to move past just this upper chest breathing. That's shallow breathing. We want deep breathing, deep breathing. Go down, down, down. So your diaphragm gets moved. Okay, so your diaphragm gets kind of inhaling, it gets kind of moved down, open. And as you exhale, moves back up. And that massages your intestines and organs. And as you exhale, it massages the heart, the lungs, and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to be here. I'm just going to be quiet. And if your mind is still operating on full speed, just slow the breath. And as you slow the breath, your mind will slow. Follow that slow. Take your mind off the gas pedal. Ease off. I know it's not easy for some of us, but it's good to take a break. How are you doing? Are you loving this? I am. Okay, so just gently just bring one and then the other. Just kind of massage the back a little. Make little side sways. Breathe. So connecting breath and movement is just, if that's all you ever get from spending time with me here or as you have over the years, it's just so important because our breath and our movement is tied to our life force. It's tied to our emotions. Okay. It's tied to our health, all of our systems, our respiratory, circulatory, immune system. And then just, oh, it just feels good to just start to wake things up. If you're just getting going on this overcast morning here in Santa Barbara, at least where I am. Okay. Then we're just going to stretch out the left leg. Flex both feet, but let your left leg relax. And the right, I always like, I think it's automatic now to just make circles, draw circles with your big toe. Big circles, breathe, breathe, breathe. You know, just 5 or 6, you'll know, it's maybe half a minute, and then just flex, flex, and extend. So you flex, you stretch through the heel, bring your toes, spread them apart, and extend, stretch across the ankle and the shin. Just breathe and breathe. Good. Let's do the other side. So bring in the left, stretch out the right, and just notice as you breathe, notice the sensations. Are you getting any little reactions or responses? Hips maybe? Are you starting to bring your shoulders up? Remind them you want them to soften, relax. You want to feel them touching your mat. And I'm hearing some clicking on this side, but that's okay. Okay, this gets things moving. And flexing and extend. And this, again, 5, 6 times. Yeah, breathe and breathe. I would suggest exhale, inhale. It's just almost natural when we come to close fold, we exhale to create the space. And when we open back up, we inhale. Okay, good. Then bring the left foot on top. We're going to do passive leg cradle. Oh, I love this. So I'm going to move a little because my hips, I want to make sure my pelvis is totally grounded. And you want to feel some kind of curve of your lumbar, the low back. Okay, you don't want to overstretch the low back. The idea of this is to get into the hips, right in the belly, in the very belly of your glute, which is where the piriformis is. And that, along with the psoas, help us to be mobile, do all the things we do. Okay, sitting, standing, any sports, walking, swimming, gardening, playing tennis, golf, everything that we do. Okay, our mobility and our range of motion is so important. That's why we take care of the feet, we take care of our knees, and we take care of the hips. All that connection. And that's all connected, of course, to the neck and shoulders. So my right foot is gently flexed. I can feel it a little in my right, in the center of my right glute. That's okay. I'm going to remove my hands so I don't try and control things. Just breathe. If you want a little more, you're going to lift your foot and start to bring your knee in. We did this on Tuesday. And I'm getting a stronger response, but I'm going to keep breathing into it. Passive leg cradle. You can do this seated, okay? Or with a wall, my left foot would be on the wall, or I'd be sitting down and my right ankle would be over my left thigh. You can do this just about anywhere. Okay, and then I'm just going to uncross. Let's see what the left side feels like. Bring it over. Ooh, even more. Okay, I'm going to push the bolster away a little bit. I'm not sure why I'm a little tighter today, but it doesn't matter. It just is what it is. Now let your hips round up. It's a dog tilt, okay? Breathe into it. And then if you're so inclined, you can go a little more. Just lift your right foot. Bring that knee in. Just wait. I'm getting a little response, but I'm going to breathe right where I'm feeling it, right around in this area. Just breathe right into it. Focus. That's a practice. Okay, sending your healing life force to where it's needed the most right now. Good. And then lower, uncross, and just I'm going to bring the bolster a little closer. I'm just going to crisscross calf over shin, hips down. So, reminder for those of you who have really tight hips or if you have knee issues, if you wait a few breaths and this starts, if your knees are up here, and just try and let the breath and gravity give you a little more release. And if you're still not able to totally relax, you can take a blanket or block and slide it under your knee or hip. Okay? You need to relax into these passive poses. They're called passive for a reason. Okay? Because we can go deeper, but we want to go safely. Okay? That's why they're also called restorative. Okay? So another few breaths here. This is a great sequence, by the way. You could do on your own. It only takes maybe 20 minutes. This is nice to also do at the end of the day. So let's change. Uncross, recross. So if you've been active or maybe too much sitting or whatever you've been doing all day, a nice way to segue into relaxing and kind of down into another mode is to do some of these passive stretches. Okay. So use your own timing. You can use a smartphone or just, I suggest counting your breaths. Okay, maybe we'll do that again seated. We just count how many nice full rounds of in and out breath you do in like a minute. And use that as sort of your modus operandi. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, and then bring them together. And yeah, got a little click. A little click, a little pop, felt good. Okay, one more with the bolster. Butterfly. So what's butterfly? You bring the soles of the feet together and they rest on the top of your bolster or support. So a reminder of the tripod. Okay, make sure your heels are touching your baby toe and big toe pads. Those are the metatarsals. That's that 3 points, okay? And again, wait a few breaths before you decide you need support under your knees. Okay, but you've got to keep the feet together because that protects your knees. That gives us the integrity of the alignment and an equal extension on the inner and outer edges of the knee and the legs. And that's very, very important. So again, if you're doing this and you wait and you get a little bit more but not enough, blanket or blocks, okay? Okay. Learn to take care of yourself. Ah, feels good. Okay, so let's bring these together. I'm going to push the bolster away for now. Just make some nice big movements. And then we're just simply going to roll onto your side in like a fetal position. That was that was like 15 minutes, maybe 20. That's it. If that's all you did each evening at the end of the day, great. Or 3 times a week. I know you all have 15 minutes now. Great. Okay. Slowly come up to seated. Take your time. Okay. Hello. And get whatever you need to sit with me. So I'm going to use a blanket. You can use multiple blankets, or you can use a bolster and a blanket, whatever you need. And we're going to sit. If you can sit cross-legged. If you can't sit on the floor, grab your chair, sit on the chair, or on a meditation pillow, or a little bench. Sometimes meditators have a little bench. Okay, whatever it takes. And I'm going to cross my legs, but if that isn't work for you, keep your legs outstretched. Okay, that's okay too. But what's important is you're in a dog tilt. Dog tilt, what's that? So you're over your sit bones. Your pelvis is in neutral. Okay, pelvis is like a bowl. I think I've said this a zillion times. If you tip the bowl backwards, things spill out, and you get this slumping, rounding of the low back and the shoulders. We don't want that. And if you over tilt forward, it spills forward, and then you compress the low back, and we don't want that either. That was my issue many years ago, overextending. It's called hyperextending, and it led to compression and low back discomfort, which got me to chiropractic and ultimately to yoga. And here I am, 20 some years later. Yes, I was a mere child. Settle in, and you're on the edge of the support. So you feel like it caught the padding a little bit and lifted it off those sit bones. You can feel your sit bones. And you want to feel like they're going right straight down, rooting into your blanket or support. So that allows the spine, the torso, the head to all come into alignment. And you're being held by the pose and your alignment. This is so important to get a sense of that, being held by your own natural, beautiful alignment. Oh, I think we're going to get gardeners next door. We might get some noise. We'll see. Close your eyes. Feel your upper lid meet your lower lid. That lowers your gaze. That sort of quiets your mind, turns you in. Let your hands sit lightly on the tops of your legs. And breathing nice and deep. And I am going to do the 1 minute, but not right this second. I'm going to let you get into your nice modulated breath. Feel yourself expand all directions, front to back, side to side, up, down, front, corners, everywhere. Everything's breathing. You are a breathing organism. Your skin is breathing. Everything. Your skin's your largest organ, okay, by the way. So many interesting factoids. Okay. So you want the in and out breath to be consistent. So I'm going to cue you when to start, and you're going to count the number of rounds of breath. So a round is an inhale and an exhale. Okay? And I'll cue you to start, and I'll cue you to stop. And that'll be your minute, your number of rounds of breath in a minute. Okay, so let your eyes be closed. Take an exhale and begin. and stop. Finish with an exhale. Stay with that rhythm. Let your minute, might be 5 breaths, 6 breaths, 8. Shouldn't be much more than 8. Then bring the hands to the heart. Lower the gaze to heart center. And let us send love, light, and healing to heart center, our own, our loved ones, everyone, everywhere. Are you ready? Great. Thanks for coming. Okay. So let me stretch out our legs. Wiggle your toes. Now, if you're sitting and something starts to tingle, like your feet, your toes, like it's falling asleep, you may not have enough support. You might be cutting off some little nerves. So give yourself more support. And it'll differ from time to time sometimes, okay? It just is. It's called having a body. So let's come on to our hands and knees. So remember, if you're on a hard floor and then a mat, feel free to use a blanket under your knees. I'm on a carpet, so I have padding, and I don't need it, but you know, it's up to you, okay? And let's start moving, okay? Let's just start moving. Oh, yeah. So, eyes open or closed. And bird hands. Elephant hands. Eyes open or closed. So just feel that juiciness. I'm getting some little clicking noises. Okay, yeah. Feels great, doesn't it? Just to be juicy and move. So I want you to be sure and do a baby lunge. So stare out through the right side. Let the toes relax. Keep your hips level. Don't turn out. And just kind of look out past the end of your mat, okay? Push the floor away. Nice deep breaths. We're going to do cat curls in honor of the cat that's still sleeping. It sleeps like all day. So as you inhale, up comes the right leg, look out. As you exhale, bring the knee in, try and touch your nose. And let's do 4 more. Inhale, your inhale, your exhale. Your inhale, extend. Your exhale. This is great. 1 more. And on this one, we're going to keep that right leg behind us. And let's see, how do we do? Stretch the left arm forward. You can look forward or down. So this is about range of motion. This is about strong core. You've got to keep breathing down here, way down, deep in the abdominals. Breathe. Balance. And lower, lower. If this is bugging your shoulders or wrists, take a break. Okay. Take a break. Make circles. Okay. Should we do the other side? So, baby lunge on the left. Hair issues today. So we don't dump, we don't turn out. Nice long extension, look out. So about your minute or 5 breaths, something like that. Either pick a minute or pick 5. 6 breaths, okay? And let's begin the cat curl. So the inhale, we extend. The exhale, we push into the floor, bring that knee in. And again, inhale. Keep a rhythm, a nice, slow but deep rhythm. This isn't aerobics. This is yoga. If you want to do aerobics, do aerobics. But this is yoga, and we move with the breath. It's not the huffy puffy thing. And we're going to hold this last one. I think that was 5. And extend, breathe, lift. Focus. When you're done, okay, take a child's pose or resting pose of your version. Sometimes child's pose is tough with knees. You can slide a blanket behind your knees, just kind of lower onto your forearms. It's nice to rest your forehead. If you can rest all the way down, great. If not, stack your arms. Breathe. Child's pose is so therapeutic, but of course, if it's uncomfortable, it's not therapeutic. But it's a way to pause or rest when you need it. If you feel like you're off a little, sometimes you may be tired, you don't feel great, pause. Don't keep pushing through. We're not here to push through. Okay, this isn't the no pain, no gain era anymore. So I'm going to thread the needle. I'm going to turn around. You don't need to turn around. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. I'm going to have a blanket ready. Okay. So I'm going to turn your toes under. Notice where my hips are. Your hips are over your knees. Okay, you're not like this. And my spine is fully extended. And I'm going to bring my right arm and thread my right hand past my left wrist and lower right in the middle of my mat. So I know I'm a little tight today, so I'm going to put a blanket here so that the side of my head, my right side of my skull, rests right in the middle of the mat on the blanket. This arm, the elbow can be bent, or you can extend or out to the side. I like this. I can give a little more effort, but don't force it. And you have to feel the breath. It's in that spiral that a twist is. Don't push so hard that you're so overwhelmed. Okay, we don't want to overwind ourselves. Breathe. Don't dump into the low back. Keep lifting your sit bones back. Breathe. Be here a minute. Your minute. Maybe 2. It's up to you, but at least a minute. So if you do this on your own, you know how many breaths are in a minute. You can do a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. You can be your own little stopwatch. Deep breath. Oh, this is so good. Your spine, back muscles, other organs are just so happy. After you've completed, you inhale up, and I want you to do something neutral. So maybe cat dog. Let's do some cat dog. We didn't do that yet anyway. You can't do too much cat dog. Let's do a few more rounds. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to do the other side. So turn your toes under, which is like flexing your feet. Now your left hand, I'm going to turn away from you, but I'm going to still use something under my head because I'm a little tight today. You don't want to stress your neck or shoulder, okay? The idea is to open up. So I'm going to thread my left arm through so my shoulder and my neck are supported. Keep your hips level. Breathe. When you're done, you'll inhale up. So be consistent. If you do a minute on one side, do a minute on the other, unless you need more time. Be your own best. You are your own best teacher, okay? I'm here to help guide you and give you guidelines and to tweak and so forth, but you have to become your own best teacher because you know your body. And let's do more cat dog. Big inhale, puff up that back. And then exhale. Oh, yeah. Feels so good, that movement. Don't compress the neck or the low back. It's like a bow in a bow and arrow. Do a few more. What do you think? You can't do too much of it. Okay, if you need to take a resting pose, take a resting pose, okay? I'm going to go into down dog. So, let's go. Up we go. Oh, big exhale. Oh, and I'm going to do a little more work on the calves, the hips. Oh, it feels so good. So you get a response, but it's not pain. It's just, yeah, let's go there. Let's do this. Let's stretch these calves up again. Let's get into those heels, the Achilles tendon. Keep things, what's the word I'm looking for? It's about range of motion, but you want things, if you want to do a plank, if you don't go there, they start to lose their mobility, range of motion. And then when you do something and you overdo, you can hurt yourself. We don't want that. Okay, and if you can do a plank, inhale, exhale. Inhale, can you hold? Push the floor away. Strong front body lifting. Look out, breathe. Do what you can. Can you hold for a minute? Ooh, or half a minute? Try. Do what you can. And then if you need to, rest, bring your knees down and come back. Do what you can. But sometimes we don't really know what our edges are. And down dog. So I'm going to bring my feet forward a little. I'm going to walk my hands back toward my feet. Carefully, slowly, and slowly come into a forward bend. Bend the knees, get into the feet. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Yeah. Now I'm going to slowly edge forward back to down dog. Lift those hips. If you're tight, bend the knees. It's a dog tilt, tailbone lifting. Think of it how a dog wags its tail. Why do you think it's called dog pose? Now I'm going to tippy toe forward. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Shake it out. And we're going to come up. Once you really have your footing, you've been upside down. So go slow on the inhale because you might get a little rush. And hands to the heart. So if you have high blood pressure or low blood pressure, you might get a little woo-hoo. So be careful. Now I'm going to move this all. Just a little. And okay, how you doing? Okay, hopefully you'll be able to see my head. I don't cut off my head. Let's do this. Okay, we're going to do a couple of things with this strap before we do our half sun salutes. Good, I'll stand back here. Strap. I hope you all have a strap by now. Let's do a couple of shoulder rolls. Okay, so strap. We've done this so many times. It's wonderful. And strap is such a small investment. They're like $6. You want something taut, okay? You're in mountain pose. There's only like 3 or so inches between the insteps of the big toe edges of your feet. Your big toe is second toe is pointing straight ahead. Think of that tripod again on each foot that grounds you. Hold the strap, index and thumb, and then bring the shoulders apart, bring the arms apart, a little wider than your shoulders, and as you inhale, reach upward. As you exhale, back you go. Don't go past the waist, but do what you can. Inhale, reach back, and up, and exhale forward. So this is why the straps are so long, so that you can go wide. Okay, reset. Inhale forward and up. Exhale, go where you can. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Just do what you can. Don't bend the wrists, don't bend the elbows. And then keep it taut. Reach back and up and forward. Okay, and keep going. Do several more, and I'll be right back, okay? Inhale, exhale, breathe. How you doing? Okay, so we're going to do something else with the strap. Okay, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Take your strap. You're going to hold it between your thumb and index finger behind you. It's wider than your shoulders, and your palms are up. You see? Like this. Okay. Now, not too wide. You want it taut. Then you're going to take your feet a little wider than you usually do. You're going to bend your knees, but not like this, but back. And you'll lift your dog tilt your bottom up. So let and take an exhale, bend those knees, bend, 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 so you're going to rest or come toward your thighs. Your arms might come up, they may not. Do what you can. Get your weight into your legs. See where my bottom is? Breathe. Breathe, let the head go. Now to come up, get into your legs. Inhale, push into the floor. Keep your knees bent. Keep them bent, 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 bent. And whew, wow. The key is to keep your knees bent until you're all the way up. Okay? That keeps the weight in your legs and you won't get stress your low back. One more. You ready? Okay, think of you're standing behind home plate. Dog tilt. Knees bent, but bring them back. Breathe, exhale, let it go. Let it go. Breathe. Your arms like and up we go. Okay. It's hard to talk upside down. That made me sneeze. Okay, how you doing? All right. After you come up, just kind of do this. Loose. Breathe. And breathe. Keep the knees bent. Breathe. Learn to be in your legs. Let your legs support you. Let the earth support you. Okay? And then half sun salutes. Yeah, I'm ready. Are you? Sorry. I always have Kleenex ready and I always have my water. Okay? All right. But you're not supposed to drink water during class because you're not talking. Half sun salutes. I'm going to get you going. I'm going to let you do those for a couple of minutes. Then we'll do some other goodies. When you're ready, your inhale. Let's do a side sway. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Your exhale, swan dive. Bend the knees. Half. And fold. And up you go. And to the heart. So do another round and add the side sways. And before you go over, just add that little piece and one more breath on each side. And then over you go. Bend those knees. Half. And fold. Touch something. And up you go. Okay? So continue for a few more. I'll be back. And I'll be back. Continue. Okay, how are you doing on those half sun salutes? Well, I'm hoping if we do some sun salutes, it'll bring the sun out. How is it where you are? So, um, let me fix my mat so I'm not so close to the end of the sofa. So I'm gonna do the right side first, okay? And you're gonna need a block or something. Hopefully you have one, okay? Okay. So do the first round together. Excuse me. One moment. Okay. All that upside down. Got my sinuses going today. All right. Okay. I'm just thinking ahead. Take a moment. On an inhale, your exhale, half Ardha, and fold. When you step back, lift and do it with intention. Down dog, exhale, lift, up and back we go. Plank, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, and a nice down dog. Stepping up on the right and wait. We're going to take the block, place it under the left hand, shoulder over behind the wrist, whatever height works for your anatomy. I'm using the thin side. We're going to slowly inhale, do nothing, exhale, start to turn open to your right. Please don't wind up too fast, too tight. Wait. Pause on inhales, move on exhales. I cannot stress how important that is. Now we're going to take it to the next step. You're going to start to straighten the right leg. Oh, are you feeling that in the hamstrings? The calf, you may have to move the block or put it up and down a notch. You're turning to your right. Both legs strong. Good. Bend the right knee and bring the hand down. We move the block and we're going to do crescent. Take your time. If you're wobbly, wait. Take your time moving into the full pose. Hold for your minute or 5 breaths. And coming to the heart. We're going to add something. You're going to start to lift, keep your palms together, elbows high. And again, you're going to start to turn to your right. You're going to start to bring your elbow toward your thigh, your knee. This is tricky. Breathe. Don't talk. Breathe. When you're ready, a we go. And then all the way up. Your inhale and to the heart. Ooh. Other side. So I'm going to turn so I'm facing you. With my mat. Doing the other side. Have your block. Your inhale. Big wingspan. Dog tilt. Fold. Half open. And fold. Lift that leg up and back as you breathe and breathe. Consistent movements, consistent breath. That is what yoga is about. Calming this busy little mind of ours. Push off. Send that left foot up. Walk it up. Lift it up. Bring the block under your right hand. Whatever height works for you. Inhale. Wait. And slowly turning now to the left. Take your time. What's the hurry? Okay, I'm going to fix this a little good. And then start to straighten the left leg. Breathe. Don't lose sight of your left thumb, even in your peripheral vision. And then after your 5 breaths per minute, don't need the block anymore. Crescent. I'm going to modify my stance. I'm waiting. So I'm a little wobbly today. That's okay. It is what it is. That happens. We learn to observe and just be in our own experience. Mine isn't yours. You might be solid today. I might be wobbly, or maybe the other day I'm not. It just is what it is. And that's tied to what's going on in our life. Your minute or 5 breaths, whatever you can do. And we're going to just give this other pose. So the hands are together, pressing at the palms and fingers, elbows up. You're going to start to turn to the left. And that might be enough. It's okay. Do what you can. I'll meet you in forward bend. And I will tell you, if you're on a carpet and a mat, balancing is a lot more challenging. And up we go. I'll meet you here. Okay, you're amazing. Okay, so perfect. Now, I just want you to do a full sun salute on each side on your own, okay? If you want to add some other things to it, you can. We will be doing a little sequence of other standing poses, okay? But a full sun salute on the right and full sun salute on the left. And maybe we'll get the sun to come out, okay? It shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes. So I'm going to just step away to let you do a sun salute on each side. How you doing? Did you have time to maybe do 2 rounds? You can do more, as by the way. Okay, so let's do just a nice little sequence of standing poses together, okay? And again, this takes just a few minutes. So you can create your own little sequence. Okay, you can do some of the passive opening, you can do some half sun salutes, you can do sun salutes and then from standing poses, and then always finish though, as we finish, with a little relaxation. Okay, so standing in the middle of your mat, looking into the horizon. I'm looking out the window at the branches on a tree. I'm going to take a leg length stance. Don't go to your widest stance, okay? A leg length is 3 to 3.5 feet for almost all of us. I'm going to go back a little so you don't get my head cut off. Okay, so we're just going to do a nice, we're going to pivot on the heels to the right, and we're going to start with triangle on the right. So stretch the arms apart, take your time, breathe into the pose. If you don't know this pose, I've done it so every single session you can review. I'm not going to go into the great detail I usually do on these. I want you to hold for a minute or your 5 breaths. Okay, go deep. Turning from your center. And then we're going to pivot to the left, turn, triangle on the left. Extend, touch, breathe. Your minute or 5 breaths. And when you're ready, just go ahead and pivot into warrior 2 on the right. Turn on your heels, a little longer stance. Feel your right knee right over or behind your heel. I'm going to go into side angle from here. Stay strong in the back leg. Your 5 breaths or your minute. Just be consistent. You keep that right leg bent. And then pivot to your left. Side angle. I'll meet you back in mountain pose. Wait. I can feel my nervous system vibrating, responding, recalibrating. Stay with that. Maybe it took a little more effort today. You had a little less juice. Maybe you had a lot of juice. It's not going to be the same every single day, every single time. But that's part of why we do it consistently, to be in our own, ourself, our experience. It's your experience, your life. Okay. Um, if you want to do another balance, why don't you do a really nice little balance now? We kind of did the other, but maybe do tree or half moon, or some other simple leg lifts, balance, okay? I'm going to leave you here for a few minutes to do that, okay? So remember, if you don't feel like doing tree or half moon, just doing these lifts are tremendously beneficial. You can hold on to a chair or a wall to do them. And the key is to stay, not to bend, but to stay nice and elongated, energized, and use the breath. And you're using your quads, your hip flexors, your piriformis, everything. You're strengthening and you're encouraging the standing leg to support you, so that's good for your bone cells, okay? So just for a couple of minutes, do something balancing. I'll be back. I believe you should have received 540. Okay, how's your balance today? You know, even if you feel it was not so great today, it will improve. It's called consistent and just doing it, okay? So now we're coming to the segue down into the end of our practice, and I'd like to take you through down dog. There's a couple of ways to do this. I'm going to show you a different way. Inhale, exhale, step back, and then you can lower and come back. Okay, you can do that too, just so long as you descend mindfully. Okay, now have whatever you're going to want for your relaxation handy, and that can be a bolster or blankets. You can cover yourself with a blanket, put under your neck or whatever. Okay, but we're just going to take a few minutes to do. So remember, when you lie back, exhale. I can feel my navel helping me to come down properly. Oh, it feels good to be back on the floor, doesn't it? Nice deep breaths. Okay, and just almost intuitively, instinctively, we do the one knee into the chest. So I can feel my back respond, my everything respond different than when I started. And this is just to counter anything I may have overdone. Again, your minute or 5 breaths, and then I'll let you do your right side, and I'll let you alternate and do your left. When you're complete, I'm going to get you going on something I really love. Take your legs up in the air. Bring your arms up or overhead as much as you can. If you have shoulder issues, it might just be to here. That's okay, but if you can bring them toward overhead. Inhale, and as you exhale, hug, empty. This is very fluid. Inhale, and exhale. So we extend and expand, and exhale. Inhaling. So again, we're not doing aerobics. This is a moon energy. It's that female, soft, flowing energy, which counters that active, outgoing sun energy. The moon brings us in. Okay? And we need both. So do several more on your own. And after you've done several more, you can lower the feet and the arms and wait for a breath. And then I want you to do flowing bridge. So we come up, and now the movement is the spine, like that wave. And we synchronize. So we bring the movement and the breath together. And if we lose that, we just keep working toward that. It keeps us present. It keeps us in our body, where we need to be when we're using our body, not somewhere else, not thinking about something else, because it's when we get distracted and we aren't paying attention that sometimes we can have little mishaps. I want you to really notice where you're feeling, and do definitely 5 or 6 of these, and maybe hold one. You can hold your last bridge with your arms overhead or by your side. Feel your knees dig right straight down into the shin bones, right into your heels. I can feel the quads. That's what I want. When we strengthen the muscles around the knees, we stabilize the knees. That's the only way we can do it, because they're very unstable, because they need to do a lot of things for us, but we overdo it. And this will help us to stay strong and protect our knees. When you're done, and wait. Feels good. Make big. Take your time doing those, okay? Take your time, and then, these big, rolling, circular, swaying, rocking movements are just divine, aren't they? So I watched this cat when he goes outside. He loves to, they roll around on their back in the dirt. Because then you have to catch them and clean them off a little, which of course they hate. But it just feels so good. And then when you're complete, when you've done all that to your satisfaction, a twist, okay? A reclining twist of your choice. Let me check. Perfect. And I want you to hold each side for at least 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So whatever your minute was, if it was 5 breaths, 6 breaths, 8 breaths, double that. or even longer if you want, okay? And after you twist, Shavasana. Yeah. So with Shavasana, again, if you have a bolster, slide it either under your spine or under your legs, wherever you prefer. If you're cool, cover yourself, maybe cover your feet or your shoulders or your abdominals. You don't want to cool down in Shavasana. You want to hang on to that body heat. That's your metabolism and so forth, okay? So wonderful reclining twist of your choice, and then Shavasana. And so 2 minutes on each side for the twist, and then I'll be back. You're probably already done one side, and I'll be back a few minutes before we finish at the end of your Shavasana. So, as always, since we're not together, if you choose to just stay in a nice extended Shavasana, you should. If you can, you really should. And just, you can listen if you so choose and just be here, whatever works for you. But the chime is such a lovely vibration. And we just tune into our own vibration. And if you do choose to segue out of the Shavasana, just do it however you do it, either together now or on your own. Be gentle and slow and emerge. I used to go to a lot of classes, and some they just boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden you're done. It's like, wait, I'm still kind of not here yet. So take that time to segue gently. Nice deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can rest onto your side, your eyes closed, your knees bent, and allow me to share Hafiz. Okay, as I do after each class. And the Tuesday reading and this reading I will post probably tomorrow or Saturday for you. Okay, right here on Lifestyle Yoga. This is called I Am So Glad. Start seeing everything as divine, but keep it a secret. Become like a man who is awestruck and nourished, listening to a golden nightingale sing in a beautiful foreign language, while the divine invisibly nests upon its tongue. Hafez, who can you tell in this world that when a dog runs up to you wagging its ecstatic tail, you lean down and whisper in its ear, "Beloved, I am so glad you are happy to see me. Beloved, I am so glad, so very glad you have come." And if you so choose, let's come together in a seated position, or you can just listen and recite to yourself, "I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one." Namaste. Om Shanti, my yoginis and yogis. Blessings to you, peace to you. Before we part for the day, until next time, maybe some of you will watch this over your weekend, I have the angels and the heart cards to share. Let's choose them. I promise not to peek. They're always good, by the way. Sometimes they're really spot on. Okay, today, power. How we use it. And be your best friend. You have the power. You have to be your best friend. Yes. How do you talk to yourself? What do you say to yourself? Oh, there were times when I would hear myself. I said, would you talk to your best friend like that? So be your best friend. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you next week. Please share. Blessings.